In this video, I'm going to tell you how do you find out a significant beneficial owner of a company. This is a very interesting topic and it is easy to understand as well. So, if I'm going to do a business and if I'm going to purchase shares in a company, I'm directly saying yes, I'm going to do that business. I have ownership. When you have shares in the company, it is called as ownership. So yes, I have ownership in that company, and if I'm also appointed in the board, yes, I also control the company. But there are circumstances where even though I don't hold shares or even though I'm not in the board, I indirectly control that company. And those kind of people are called as beneficial owners. Which means that what I'm going to tell is, I'm going to tell my friend, you have shares in that company, just for namesake. However, I will be the actual owner of that company. And all the rights that are attached to that share, including dividends, will be enjoyed by me and not by him. So a beneficial owner is a person who enjoys the rights and dividends that are coming from the shares or controls a company. However, his name is not entered in the register of members of that company. And whenever there is this kind of an arrangement, the beneficial owner and the nominee holder has to inform the company that yes, we have this kind of an arrangement in form MGT4 and MGT5. And the company in turn has to inform it to the registrar of companies in form MGT6. If the beneficial owner doesn't disclose that yes, I am going to have a significant beneficial ownership in this company, in that case, he will not be in a position to enjoy those rights in that company. So this is particularly dealt in section 89. And coming to section 90 talks about significant beneficial ownership. So here the word significant is coming. So there should be a threshold limit beyond which if a person is going to hold shares or control the company, he is called as a significant beneficial owner. So this threshold is kept as 10% of shareholding. Here the word share is very important. When we are going to decide who is going to be a significant beneficial owner, it doesn't include only equity shares, it includes global depository receipts, compulsorily convertible preference shares, compulsorily convertible debentures also. So all these together, if he is going to hold more than 10% of the equity of the shares in a company, then he is a significant beneficial owner. So before we identify this threshold is just an idea. We'll have to dig in more to understand who the actual SBO is, significant beneficial owner is. So, first we have to understand who can be members in a company. An individual can be a member, non-individuals also can be members. So, first let's discuss when individual be a member. And if he is going to directly own the shares in that company and his name is registered in the register of members, there is no SBO existing in that company because he is directly holding in his name. However, when he is holding shares in a company but indirectly being benefited by some other person, and if the person in the front is holding more than 10% in that company and the beneficial owner is enjoying not less than 10% of those shares, in that place there is an SBO in that company, and that SBO has to declare that yes, I am an SBO in this company to the company in form Ben 1. However, this is exempt if he has already given a declaration under section 89 in form MGT5. If he is already disclosed, don't disclose it now. If he has not disclosed it that time, at least now he has to disclose that yes, he is an SBO because he is indirectly holding more than 10% of the shares. This is related to the individuals. Now, non-individuals can also be members in a company. So, What all type of non-members can be shareholders in a company? Another company can be a member in a company. A partnership firm, a registered or LLP, can be a member in a company. A trustee on behalf of a trust can be a member in a company. A HUF can be a member in a company. So first what we are going to see here is the main thing that you have to understand, only individual persons, only a natural person can be an SBO, because I am controlling that company. So an artificial person like a company, partnership, HUF or a trust cannot be an SBO, but can facilitate an SBO. So let's discuss one by one now. When a member of a company is a company, when a company is a member in this company, we'll have to first see whether this company is having more than 10% of shareholding in the reporting company. If it has more than 10% of shares, then we'll have to dig in more. Dig in more in sense, in this company, in this member company, who's holding more than 50% of the shares, which means that he's having control over this member company. And that person who's holding more than 50% of the shares in the member company is the SBO for the reporting company. Very clear? This is a reporting company and there are non-individual shareholders in the company. So just filter who and all are having more than 10% of the stake in this reporting company. And those persons will have to dig in further to find out who is an SBO. To find out who is an SBO, we have to see who has control over these member companies. Who will have control over those member companies? Only if you have more than 50% stake in that company. So any individual who's going to have more than 50% of stake in that company or controls the member company, in that case, that person will be called as an SBO. Coming to a partnership firm. When a partnership firm is a member in a company, this member partnership firm is holding more than 10% of the shares in this company. In that case, we'll have to dig in further to find out who's an SBO. In case of a partnership firm, any individual who has contributed more than 50% of the contribution in that partnership firm or is eligible to more than 50% of the profits of that partnership firm is an SBO. Coming to HUF, when a HUF is a member in a reporting company, the Karta of the HUF is called as the, and if this HUF is holding more than 10%, we'll have to dig in further, and then the Karta of the HUF will be the SBO of this company. And coming to trust, trust can be formed for many purposes. It can be a private trust, it can be a public trust. So we have to see the nature of the trust first. Based on the nature of the trust and the end beneficiary, the SBO will differ for a trust. So when a trust, on behalf of a trust, the trustee is going to hold shares in a company. To find who is an SBO, we'll have to see whether it is a charitable trust. If it is a charitable trust, the trustee will be the SBO. If it is a specific trust for a specific person, then the beneficiary will be the SBO. And when it is a revocable trust, the settlor will be the SBO. So it's actually very easy. And this member companies can be an Indian company or a foreign company. And this, if you are not able to identify who's an SBO, when a member company or a member partnership is there holding more than 10% in the reporting company, then the senior most managerial person will be called as an SBO of the reporting company. However, if an individual directly holds shares in the company, even though it is more than 10% or 50%, if he is going to directly hold shares in that reporting company, then he need not disclose. All these things are only when there is indirect ownership in a company. Disclosure in Form Ben 1 is becoming mandatory. Suppose if the company has a doubt saying that I have a doubt whether he's a SBO or not, the company has all the rights to send a notice to him to disclose what type of interest, what kind of shareholding arrangements he's got with this company. Or if it has a doubt whether any person knows that there's an arrangement like this, the company can send notice to it. And if the company feels there is some suspicion that is happening with these amount of shares, with an application made to the national company or tribunal, those shares can be suspended. All rights that are going to arise from that share, including dividends, can be kept on hold. And within 1 year, if the individual doesn't disclose his Ben 1, then those shares can be transferred to Investor Education and Protection Fund. And when there is an individual who is a significant beneficial owner and still if he is not disclosing it, the penalties are high here. Penalties are not less than 1 lakh, but which may extend to 10 lakhs, and imprisonment up to 3 years. Hope this is clear. If you have any doubts in this subject, please comment below.